Hello students, welcome to Arithmetic Global. I am Jitendra Tyagi. So as all of you may be aware about the fact that the pattern of GRE examination is going to be changed very soon from the month of September 2023, and now they are providing a new version of GRE. They are calling it as short GRE also. Okay, so in that actually main point is time. So they have reduced the test duration mainly. Okay, now if we talk about the aptitude reasoning section of that examination, so what are the topics important in this current scenario, as well as what will be important in the new version, new short GRE. Okay, so we will discuss about that thing in this video, right? So if you are preparing for GRE or you have a plan to go for GRE examination, so that has many benefits, all of you know, to provide you opportunities abroad for higher education and to get a scholarship in some famous universities. So in that aptitude reasoning is major part, because we have two things, verbal and aptitude section, both have same weightage. Okay, so discuss about this aptitude section syllabus, actually on what topics you should focus more and what strategy you should follow to prepare those topics. Okay, so let us see some points related to that. First of all, the new version is having 47 minutes for aptitude reasoning, and there will be two sections in that. Okay, and total 27 questions will be there. Okay, so in new short GRE, time duration allotted for aptitude reasoning is 47 minutes, and there will be two sections, and total number of questions, which was higher earlier, okay, in the current GRE, which is more in new GRE pattern, there will be only 27 questions. However, they did not mention anything about the syllabus. So syllabus is going to be almost same kind of topics. A number of questions is only being reduced, right? Now the entire syllabus of this GRE aptitude reasoning can be divided into some heads. Like I have divided those topics into some heads, and in those heads what are the topics that we will discuss here. Okay, so we can see first thing is geometry. So geometry up to the class of 10th level, okay, high school level geometry, that is part of current as well as that will be part of the new GRE also. Okay, so in this geometry section, what are the important topics? They ask questions related to lines and angles. So we must be aware about lines and angles and their properties. Okay, in different scenario they give us some figure and ask to find out some particular angle or to compare two angles. Such questions we get. Okay, so transversal is very important. Transverse line, the concept of transverse line, parallel line, perpendicular line, all properties are important for us. Okay, and in angles mainly we measure the angle in degree, right? They don't ask angle in radian measure, they mainly ask in degree measure. Alright, so this is also important point. Now another thing is circle. So circle is very important, and from circle we have to learn area of circle, perimeter of the circle, okay, circumference or perimeter of the circle, and then in circle we have various properties of chords, properties of tangents. Okay, so all those properties we have to recall, and then sector, segment, arc, these are also important in a circle. Okay, so you have to prepare all these things. Sector, what is segment, what is arc length in a circle, right? So in circle is very important for GRE examination, for new also. Okay, you have to prepare that. And then we can go with triangles. So in triangle, area of triangle is important, and some basic properties of triangles are important, and mainly equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and right angle triangle, these are important for us. And two major concepts, that is congruency of triangles and similarity of triangles, these are also important for our examination. We should know what are the properties of similar triangles and congruent triangles. Then we will go to quadrilaterals. So area of a quadrilateral is important, and some basic properties of diagonals of quadrilaterals, these are also important, and cyclic quadrilateral we can also read that. Okay, and then we have area and perimeter of different plane figures. So we must remember the formulas of finding area and perimeter of rectangle, of square, of trapezium. Okay, of all these parallelogram, all these basic polygons we have. So their area important for us, right? And then we have 3D. So in 3D we have to calculate surface area and volume. Cylinder is the most important, but they can ask from sphere also, hemisphere also, cone also. So we have to prepare all these formulas like surface area, either it may be curved surface area or total surface area, as well as volume of all these three-dimensional figures. So this will be the pattern of geometry section, and if you prepare all these basic formulas and concepts, you will be able to solve the questions of geometry in examination. Okay. Now what is the next head? So for all these things you can focus on 10th up to 10th class standard. Okay. Now data analytics. Okay, this is the modern hot topic of nowadays. So data analytics is also important for new GRE, short GRE examination, in which the main topics which we should prepare are mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, quartiles, interquartile range and percentiles. Okay. Then in permutation and combination also we should learn some basic concepts like fundamental multiplication rule, counting principles, and then other properties of permutation and combination we should prepare. Then we have probability and Venn diagram. Okay. So basic probability elementary definitions, Venn diagram based problems they can ask us, and then they can also ask some questions from Bayes theorem. Okay, rules of total probability, simple questions. And independent event, that is also important, concept of dependent and independent event. So we should prepare that also in probability. Okay, and probability is very important for your examination. Then random variable. So you should know what is random variable. Generally they focus on discrete random variable, but it may be continuous also. So random variable, probability distribution, probability density function, and especially normal distribution. Okay, we should know about various probability distributions, but out of them normal distribution is the most important distribution from where they generally ask questions. Okay, so please prepare normal distribution. And then we have graphs like line graph, bar graph, okay, pie chart means circle chart, or box plot, scatter plot, frequency distributions. So this DI section we can say it also. This is important, so they can ask you question from that. They can give you some data, some table. On the basis of that table you need to calculate your answers. Okay, and then we will move to our next head of this syllabus. So next is algebra. So in algebra we have many topics like exponent properties, functions, basic functions, relations. Modulus function is very important, and we should know a graph of basic functions, basic properties of graphs, especially quadratic polynomials as well as linear polynomials. These two are very important. Okay, so we have to prepare these things. And then we have a solution of linear and quadratic equations and inequalities. So this is also important for us. Solution of linear and quadratic inequalities. Then linear simultaneous equations, pair of equations, and word problems. So there are many word problems which can be solved by converting those problems into the form of linear simultaneous equations. We can assume variable and then form equations and then solve that. Okay, so that is also important for our exam. And coordinate geometry, in coordinate geometry, distance formula, section formula, okay, and basic concept of slope. This is important for us, not in much detail, but these three concepts are important for your examination. Okay, now let us see what is the next header. So next we have arithmetic. Okay, so in arithmetic, a number system, prime number, odd number, even number, integer, real numbers, decimal representation. Okay, all these properties of number system important. To find the digit at the unit place, concept of reminders, all these things are important. Okay, and then we have simplification using PEMDAS rule or Bodmas rule, whatever you study. Then percentage. Okay, so percentage is important. Ratios, ratio and proportion, sequences. These are in arithmetic. Sequences we can also we can say extra topic. Okay, so number system is really important. SCF, LCM, okay, basic fractions, their addition, subtraction, all these things, right? So this is important. Now we have some extra topics like profit, loss and discount, time and work, time, speed, distance, pipes and cistern, simple interest, compound interest. So they can ask you questions from these topics also. So these are the areas which we have to prepare, and in next short GRE also we may get questions from any of the topic mentioned here. Okay, so prepare accordingly, and if you seriously want to prepare, you can join Arithmetic Global's preparation modules for GRE exam. Okay, all the best.